Guys, what is up? Welcome back to a brand new video. It is one of the most baking hot days of the year today, coming in at over 30 degrees. I'm roasting. I don't even know how long I can talk for because I feel like I'm gonna pass out from sunstroke. Anyway, we're in the middle of some country lanes. Probably haven't picked the best area considering it's so hot. I'm literally in direct sunlight right now, in the middle of the day. I'm just baking, as I said. But anyway, we're out here. We're doing this video. I'm hoping everything's not too overexposed because I can't even see the screen on my camera. So I hope I've set the lighting correctly. I've got the bath down some country lanes and I'm gonna walk you guys through how I go about getting some cool, funky, cinematic shots and stylistic, creative edits with my camera, with the 16mm lens, and maybe some shots with the 85mm lens and the DJI Ronin RS3. So without further ado, let's get the car in a more cool looking position. Let's get the show underway. So I'm going to start off by getting some portrait shots, doing something similar to what I do when I'm creating these sort of car reels. So I've got my DJI RS3 at the moment. I've got the camera attached and I'm in FPV mode so I can have my camera portrait. And I'm just slowly, very slowly walking up to certain details of the car and tilting my camera as I'm walking up to these said details. And the reason I'm doing it so slow is because in post I'm speeding the sections up that I want to look faster. So it's like the camera's kind of quickly zooming into these certain details, then it's going to be panning away, then panning back into another detail of the car, and it creates this sort of really cool FPV feel, I guess. Quite unique to the RS3 and other gimbals that have this FPV function. It's a technique that I love using as of recent. Now I'm slowly panning back out away from the car, tilting the camera slightly to give it more movement as I'm doing so. And as I say, this just sort of creates a nice dynamic. So I'm really trying to step slowly because the camera, even with the gimbal, will pick up jitters. So obviously a step is sort of throwing my gimbal rather offline, and that is why I'm paying close attention to how I'm sort of moving. And I really want to be slow and accurate with it because, as I say, it's in post that I'm going to be speeding things up, and the slower I go, the more stable the shots will turn out and just the more smoother everything will look. And of course I edit on Final Cut, so I can always stabilize things rather even more if I want to by using the inbuilt stabilization effect, which is an absolute winner. Now I'm sort of repeating that process that I just showed you guys, but starting this time from the rear of the car, and again going very, very slowly, trying to keep my hands as still and as stable as I possibly can. So I'm going to get a few more shots using this sort of style, using this camera movement, maybe some shots of the interior, and then I'm going to cut to how it looks in the final edit once I sped things up, stabilized my clips, and added maybe even a color grade.
Oh
guys, now I'm gonna switch to the 85mm. I'm gonna get some more sort of cinematic shots. Might even try some landscape stuff for the purpose of you guys watching this on YouTube. And let's just try and get a little bit creative and see how we get on.
A few moments later.
Right guys, I'm done getting the shots. I'm absolutely dripping, sweating buckets. I'm getting myself home, editing the footage, and I'll show you guys the final result.